Welcome back to the fourth video in this series on using the POSCI models, 747-400 models with Microsoft Flight Simulator and PSX. And as you can see from the screen here, we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator up at the top. It's located at runway 13 on the old Kai Tak airport. Now, the focus here is on PSX. So I can still manipulate this window using my Xbox controller. If you watch the previous videos, you'll see how that's all set up. You don't want to get me talking about Kai Tak because in the 80s I spent 3 years flying a 172 Victor Romeo Hotel Kilo Alpha all over Hong Kong, in and out of Kai Tak, and had an absolute blast. And it's worth mentioning that Peter Britjet on the AeroWinks forum has some training videos, and he's got one flying the IGS with PSX, flying the IGS 13 into the old Kai Tak airport, flying it without the IGS in place, but showing us how we can do it. An absolutely fabulous video. And 18 Hazelwood has a video posted also on the AeroWinks PSX forum, flying PSX connected to the default 747-8 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's an incredible video, and is, I can tell you from experience of sitting in the jump seat all those years ago, it looks exactly like it did 20 odd years ago. Anyhow, I digress. Let's see how we connect these two together. So I'm at Heathrow Airport with PSX, and we can just take a look at the position there. Let's zoom all the way in, okay, and find the aircraft, and there we are on runway 27 left at Heathrow. We're actually set up again. Britjet Pete has a couple of videos on circuits at Heathrow, flying a circuit in the 747, and this is set up for that process, and thank you, Peter, for that. That's a wonderful piece for us all in the community. So we're in Hong Kong up here, and we're in London down here. We're about 9,000 kilometers apart, and we need to come together. So we're going to bring the Microsoft Flight Simulator down to London. And if you check in the manual, you'll see a piece on setting up Microsoft Flight Simulator not to crash. When you watch this video, you'll see why that's really important. So let's bring out WidePSX and bring that into view. Let's connect the network. So we've got 3 greens here, and watch what happens when we press the, we're set up for PSX to be the command, and for Microsoft Flight Simulator to be the drone, to be the slave. Now watch what happens when we press this button. Boom. So this is why you need to set Microsoft Flight Simulator up not to crash and not to show damage. Otherwise you'll be Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't need our help to crash. But anyhow, here we go. We're just about settling. I think Salvador Dali would love this. This is so surreal, watching all this materialize. Takes a few minutes, but anyhow, that's basically the process. And once it settles a little bit, we'll demonstrate that they are actually connected. I can take this out of the view now, and again, we're still focused here on PSX. The Microsoft Flight Simulator window is not in focus, and just to check that we're actually connected, let's just change the time of day here, make it dark, and eventually Microsoft Flight Simulator will go dark, and if we come up to dawn, there we go. So these are connected. So that's where this video is going to end, and the next video will be a very short one on demonstrating the controls in PSX and their effect on the POSCI model. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.